Well, I don't know how Jason Voorhees does that for a living. It's hot in there.
Yeah, what was that all about, dude? It's November 1st.
I had to show my alter ego since I got a guy at SI.com want to put me on the all-poisonous team, so I had to show the other side, I guess, of me that I don't recognize.
Yeah, for those people that aren't following along with this story, SI.com came out with its story and listed 12 players on its all-poison team. Look at the starting five. Pretty impressive. Marbury, Bryant, Miles, Weber, Olowokandi. Jalen, you didn't even make the first team. You're coming off the bench.
You could at least have me starting. I need more shots on that team. Already I'm complaining. I'm not happy with that.
Hey, now, here's what they said about you. They said Jalen Rose has made a career out of playing a hired gun, imported by teams so desperate for additional offense, they were willing to hide their eyes at his statue-like defense.
Ooh. In other words, Jalen is hired to score points. That's his job. He gets buckets in the league. Obviously, I'm not a defensive stopper, but I play good D. I've been on some winning teams. I'm a team defender. It's all good. It's all good. But I've had so many positive articles and so many great things said about me in the upcoming season. You know, one bad article don't spoil a bunch.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, you can lie to everybody else, Jay. I know it bothers you. Listen, plus, I would take that team. That team would probably win the NBA championship.
Exactly, exactly.
But your coach is the all-poison coach, too.
Nah, he don't deserve that. He in his second year. He hasn't had a track record long enough to at least be on that team. I'm pretty sure he could have picked some other guys around the NBA that if he wanted to decide to put on that team to coach it. But Sam Mitchell doesn't deserve that. He's a great guy.
Hey, check this out, man. The NBA season starts tonight, man, and I'm really not into predictions, but I'm really not going to go just around the Raptors. Y'all lost to Maccabi Tel Aviv.
Yes. You can't pronounce it. That's how I felt after the game, too.
They're owned by Mr. Arison, who owns the Miami Heat. They kind of suck, and y'all lost to a team in a whole other country that got to worry about bombs. How in the world?
Well, I guess the Olympic team felt the same way when they lost to a team from overseas.
Don't blame nobody else. Last week, y'all got zipped.
Yeah, we did. And, you know, it was kind of disturbing at first, and I scratched my head and thought about it. It was preseason.
No, dog.
You know, it's exhibition season, and they just beat us, flat out. No excuse.
Yeah.
Jalen, you got Most Improved Player in 2000. So what kind of award are you going to get this year for carrying the team on your back all season? Strong
well,
man
definitely.
award?
Hopefully, I'm going to give me a chiropractor to walk around with me, Bill. To be honest, I think that we got a young team and a young situation, and the East is not set, obviously, with the playoff teams. You got 5 or 6 legitimate playoff teams. You got other teams that's going to be scrambling. Hopefully, we can find a way to be a surprise team. You've seen it the last couple of years in the East. You've seen the Milwaukee's. You've seen the Chicago Bulls. We're not predicted to do it, but if I didn't go to practice every day with these guys and believe in these guys, then it wouldn't be worth me saying it. But hopefully, we can find a way to get into one of those playoff spots.
Is this the man Detroit talking?
It is.
Oh, stop it. So let him be.
He don't believe it.
That's real talk. I mean,
really?
I'm out here, it's blood, sweat, and tears out there on the court, Sal. You know what it is, so... Yeah. If we don't believe it, if I don't believe it, then we have no chance.
J. Rose, I'm forget Sal, J. Rose. I'm checking you out, man. You're looking good. You always had a lot of style. What's up with the NBA dress code now? What's your thoughts on that?
My thoughts on the NBA dress code is that I'm going to have to start patenting some of my looks, Rodney. I mean, guys going to be copying what Jalen Rose got on now. Dang. You know what I mean? But in all honesty, I really don't have a big-time problem with it. A lot of the people that deal with corporate America, you got to understand you got to play by corporate America's rules. You know, go to a job interview with some of the things that they had, you know, in the dress code on and looking the way some of the players sometimes look when they go to the games. Personally, I like to dress up. I like to dress down. I do kind of have a problem with not being able to wear a chain with a nice turtleneck and a blazer or wear my headphones from the bus, you know, to the locker room, things of that nature. But I think it's going to help the overall impression of the league. Okay,
but check this out now. The suit you wore when you got drafted was red with white pinstripes.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Aren't you going to get fined for wearing that suit?
Not at all. Not at all. But see, the other thing about the dress code is people say NBA players need to go back and dress the way they used to dress back in the day. But also, flamboyancy is a word that comes to mind when you think of Clyde Frazier, you think of Deion Sanders, you think of Michael Irvin's dress. And a lot of people frowned upon that as well. So just do you.
That's right.
Flamboyancy. Is that a guy that floats? Now, Jalen, I like your point about the ice. Now, since you're not going to be able to wear, you know, your ice throughout the year, do you want to send it to me, your namesake?
Well, people got to step their ice game up. I mean, personally, for me, I wasn't a guy that necessarily liked to wear you know, my ice over a collar shirt. You know, I think that's a fashion faux pas a little bit, but some guys get away with it. That's cool. But you got to show your versatility. So now you got to work with the pinky rings, the watches, the bracelets, the earrings, and things of that nature.
Speaking of, did you know Rodney went as a pimp yesterday for Halloween?
Oh, did he?
A colorblind pimp.
Easy.
Wow, we're going to have to
Easy.
talk to Miss Pete about that. I'm
Hey.
pretty sure she's not going to be happy to hear that.
I
What did
just
she
brought
dress
up
up as?
old clothes from Detroit. I was good, man. I was good.
What did she dress up as?
She dressed up as one of my.
I don't even want to get into that. Hey, Jalen,
Diaz, you stay out of that one.
I'm saying way out of that. I was dressed as a priest
Roman the
anyway. Hey, last year you made a pick. If you got one guy to start an NBA franchise, you picked Shaq. Now, he's a year older, beat up a little bit more. You staying with the same pick, or you going to go with a younger guy like LeBron James?
Well, I like LeBron James. I'm a big-time fan, but I'm a big-time fan of them championship rings. And right now, you got to go with Tim Duncan because he's got Greg Popovich building the team. He's got 14 other guys that have a championship goal in mind with the additions of Michael Finley and Nick Van Neck, so they look real good and real strong on paper. Obviously, Manu Ginobili and Tony Parker are going to step up their game. They look real good, and Tim Duncan is the centerpiece.
Well, if you're looking for the pick of all new TV shows, turn no further than right here at Fox Sports Net. Of course, there's a new one. It's more like season 2, starring our man Jalen. Here's a little taste.
This fall on FSN, a handful of new candidates compete to be a member of Jalen Rose's posse. It's a whole new season. It's the Posse Apprentice 2.
Faison, I'm very disappointed in the way you conducted yourself this afternoon.
What you talking about, man? I took your son home from preschool. I went and had your Lexus detailed. Then I went down to Hooters, and I got the customers and the waitresses to come to a party at your condo in Marina Del Rey.
Damn it, Faison! 1, I don't have a son. 2, I drive an Escalade. 3, I don't live in Marina Del Rey. I live in Detroit.
Come with us, sir. You're under arrest.
Oh, what? What'd I do? You're one other thing, too, Faison. You're fired.
Let's go. Come on.
Oh, man. Get your hands off me. Come on, man.
The Posse Apprentice 2, Wednesdays at 9 on FSN.
Make sure you tune in all the time for the Posse Apprentice 2. Jalen Rose, we will talk again in the near future. And
Thank you,
best of luck
gentlemen.
in the season opener against Washington.
Appreciate that.
Jalen Rose! We are coming back with much more, guys. We are just